Hello everyone and welcome to a brief little video about the mod pack called Blood and Bones from the Feed the Beast launcher. As you can see, I'm playing Feed the Beast right now. What this mod pack does is it makes your regular Minecraft survival experience a lot harder. Amongst the features it does is that it adds a bunch of mobs at night. It significantly alters the crafting recipes, and it makes a bunch of AI improvements. It also prevents natural health regen, and in addition to that, it also makes brightness. It makes it very dark by default, and we can't do anything about it. You can do like this, but nothing happens. So I'll try to work on that post-recording, I should say, not post-editing. Try to increase the brightness, just to make it a little more user-friendly for you guys to look at. For me, it doesn't really matter because I can see just fine for the most part. But just to make it easier on you guys to watch, that's what I'll do. So in this mod pack, time is, let's say time is really important. Your very first day, if you don't know what you're doing, it can be really, really rough. If you don't know what you're doing, you'll probably get screwed over, like, really hard. Because you'll be running out of food, you'll be running out of health, you'll just die over and over, and you don't know how to make a pickaxe. You're like, my mind's stolen, I'm so confused. So, we don't want any of that. This video is meant to be it's not meant to be a tutorial per se, it's meant to be a guide, a sort of guideline, as to how you can do if you want to play this mod pack. It's just meant to get you started. Like, this is how you'll do to get a decent start going, so you can sort of keep going from there. Like, what at the end of this video, what you'll have is you'll have a little bit of a safe place. You'll have a way to craft tools. You will have a way to process metals, which is always important, and you will have a way to sustain yourself food-wise. So it's fairly basic, but it'll do if you've never played the mod before. So with all that being said and done, let's go. Now, as I said, time is very, very important in this mod. You do not want to waste any time, mostly on the first day. Later on, you can sort of take a dump on the toilet while you're doing nothing, I guess. But on the very first day, you don't want to waste time. You want to make the most of your, like 6 minutes you have? You want to make the most of that. And by making the most of it, I mean spawn next to fucking dinosaurs. Oh my god! What the fuck? Right, anyway, pretend those don't exist, we'll just keep moving. Wait, what? Oh, I thought it was saying night. I was like, what the fuck? I just started, that's cheap. I know it's gonna, I know this is hardcore and all, but that's just cheap. Like, oh, you spawned instant night, herb derp. I don't want jungle wood. Right, so, are these guys gonna attack me? Are you hostile or friendly? You don't give a fuck. Well, fuck you too. Right, so, can I please get that? Thank you. So, on the very first... Oh, hello. Sorry about that. On the very first day, as you can see, I'm walking around gathering food right now, or berries and stuff, like celery or whatever this is. This is something that is pretty important early on. On the first day, you wanna gather pretty much as much food as you can get your hands on. And in addition to that, you wanna gather a few other things. One, you want to gather at least 13 logs. At least. And that, by at least, I really mean at least. You don't want to go anywhere below that at all. Ideally, I'd recommend around 20, something, 17 to 20 logs. That'll get you going, and you'll have a little bit spare for candy or for bribing some random police officer. Whatever you want to do with it, really. You can do whatever. You maybe throw at creepers for the heck of it. Maybe make a nice carpet. I don't know. But, just, that's the general amount you want. I'd say around 20. That's good. If you have 20 pieces of wood, just stop getting wood, because you don't need any more. You don't want to waste any more time getting it. Of course, if you have wood in your pants, that doesn't count towards the limit. So if you have wood in your pants, like 4 pieces of wood in your pants, then you want to gather another 4 in the game, because you can't actually import it from the pants to the game. So you can't just stick it in your USB drive and it'll just, converting wood to wood. Thank you for your, patrons. You gonna take me? No. So yeah, you want to gather around 20 of them. In addition to that, saplings, you want to also gather 12 gravel. you can make do with less gravel. The absolute minimum gravel, yeah, if you can't find any more. If you just find 6 gravel, if you can't find any more than 6 gravel, then don't cry about it. That's fine. 6 is the absolute minimum I recommend. You can make do with 3, but it'll be really inefficient, and the game is lagging a little bit. It does this at the terrain generation. It's because Glenn's gasifiers on now. The terrain generation is a little bit slow, but that's fine. We can make do with that. We don't need super speed. Oh, in addition to that, if you find these guys right here called rubber woods, no, rubber trees, you want to cut those down too. The reason being that you can use the rubber that you can see right there next to the crosshair, you can use that to make torches. Now you may say, but why don't I just smelt some wood and make charcoal, make torches that way? Yeah, you know, that's a good idea. But the thing is, you're playing Blood and Bones, not Vanilla Minecraft, and charcoal you cannot make with logs. It's disabled. The only way to make charcoal is by using sawdust, and the only way to get sawdust is by using a sawmill on wood. So yeah. I'm just gonna chip down one more of these, although I think I have plenty of wood at this point, but just to get a little bit more rubber. I think I'm overdoing the wood right now. You don't want to do that if you're playing. I'm just being stupid right now, just to show that even if you get like, oh, I got 25 pieces of wood, I broke the rules, I'm screwed. Just no, 25, that's fine. Just, you don't want to get like 15 stacks of wood, like, I got 1,000,000 wood, I'll have wood forever, I can make all this chests in the world! Like, I mean, that's the kind of stuff that, yeah, you know, maybe you should avoid doing that, but gathering just a little bit more, like, how much do we have right now? We have 28, yeah, that's a little bit too much. I shouldn't have done that, but, you know, that's fine. You can survive on that. It's acceptable. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I'm not gonna die horribly from gathering too much wood. It's not like the game's like, you got too much wood, you now die. Fuck you, and I'm dead, and there's a villager. No, that's a witch hut. In those, you can find a few supplies. I'm not gonna go loot it right now, because this video is aimed towards just generally the worst case scenario. This is gonna be the very bare basics, as in, we're not gonna be stealing from any villages, from any strongholds, from any dungeons, or anything. This is just gonna be just anywhere for miles, then this is how you get started. Another thing to notice is that this thing didn't break, because there's a bit of server lag. Oh, there you go. Another thing to notice is that you may be tempted to go around killing chickens to get their meat and, you know, feathers and like, yeah. I would highly recommend against doing that, simply because the amount of saturation that you get from meat and everything else is, as I said earlier, heavily modified. And the amount of hunger you use killing a chicken or a cow or, I don't know, a pig does not actually make up for the amount of hunger that you will get. You want to make note of where that is for later. And if you also find a pond of lava, or just a single piece of lava will do. Just if you find any lava at all, you want to make note and say, there's lava right here next to my underwear. Then you want to make note of that, you write it down, use the minimap. There's a feature here, if you right click right here, you can make a note or marker. Use that if you must to remember where it is, but yeah, I don't know what's down there. But I mean, it's not the end of the world if you don't find it. You have plus time later to find it, but you want to make sure that you know where it is for later on. How much time do we have left? We have around half the day left. Right, so once you've gathered your required wood, but your recommended wood rather, and you found your flint, which I will go get in a bit. I saw some flint right over there. What you want to spend the rest of the day on is not going around being, I want to live right here. This is a perfect spot for living. No, that you can look for a dream house later on when the stocks are down. But for now, what you want to be doing is just do what I'm doing. Just run around and get. Oh God! Don't touch the. Oh God, he saw me, didn't he? Oh, for fuck's sake! Right. So those things are nasty. We do not want to fight those. We don't have any way to fight them. So alright, that gravel can go fuck itself. That's not really good. I need that gravel though. Let's try to sneak around them. So another thing to note is, if you can avoid it, don't sprint at all early on. I think we can sneak around them. And if you absolutely need to eat food, eat these vegetables like the rhubarbs and these rutabaga thingies right here. Just eat the rubbish. all the berries, rubbish, I'd say, all the healthy food that you didn't want to eat as a child, that's what you'll eat now. Just, sort of get it out of the inventory, clear it out. All the berries you find, like strawberries, grapes, blueberries, all this kind of stuff, you want to save that for later. Ah, here we go. Now, as I said, for gravel, while you're mining it, you can actually eat food at the same time. So if your hunger is a little bit low, like mine is right now, because I had to sprint, this is a good time to eat some rubbish to sort of get it back up. So as I said, you want to get around 20. 20, no. You want to get 12 gravel. You can get more, but I don't recommend it. You only need 12 to get started. Although, if you really want to, you can make a note of, just gonna make a few more. You can make a note of where it is. Just say, there's gravel right here. I will remember that for my children. So, we're not gonna be doing that though, because gravel is fucking everywhere. So it doesn't, oh! What is shooting at me? Oh, thank God, it's just a skeleton. I thought it was another fucking baby zombie. Right, so once you have your rubber, you have your gravel, you have your wood, and you're just walking around gathering food, basically, you are pretty much set. You are now ready to survive the first... I thought it was a zombie. You're now ready to survive the first night. If you come across some sand, feel free to pick up just a few pieces. Just, I don't know, 1 to 3 or 4 maybe. You don't want to get too much of it. I'm just gonna be stupid and get 6 pieces because I'm a moron. You don't really need it right now. This is mostly for later on, and it's just more of a convenience thing, really, because we will be holed up in a small hole in the wall, and we will be crying our eyes out in the night. So it's just nice to be able to see, it is turning nighttime. Oh, not nighttime. It is turning daytime now. I should probably start getting ready to go outside. And you also get to see all the enemies burning in daylight. It's like, yeah, fuck you guys. But it's not required. It's just nice to have, That sort of thing. It's like, yeah, alright, I got some sand here. That's nice. Sand. You don't need it though, as I said. So if you don't find any, don't fret about it. It's fine. You can make do just perfectly without it. And it is now turning nighttime. So I'll get a few more berries, and then we will start heading towards. I guess that over there looks like a decent spot to hide in. That doesn't look too bad. Although we may have to run. If you find this sewage right here, don't walk into it. You'll get hunger debuff. Just stay away from it, basically. Just like you would in real life. If you find sewage in a pond on the server, you wouldn't just go, I'm gonna go swim in this sewage. And that's just no. That right there, that's a dungeon from Roguelike Mods. If you go into that on the top floor right there, the second floor, there is a chest that has leather pants, some torches, and some food. Feel free to go get that if you want to. I'm not gonna do it though, because I'm trying to demonstrate how you survive with just the bare basics, and that's not ideal. No, fuck you, zombie. Right, so I want to make a little bit of a light here so I can actually see what the fuck I'm doing. Like, really, game? Really? This is all I have to work with? Right, alright, so we have very limited space, as it turns out. So what we want to do is we want to take, let's see, we want to take 12 planks, do it with rubber wood first, and turn them into a plank like that, and then just because I fucking hate this place, we can't see shit. Right, so we want to make 2 crafting tables, like that. I don't like the fact that there's a zombie right, and then with these we want to make a dental table. And I think we can make it with rubber wood. Can we make it with wood? No, we need oak wood for this. We're going to make a part builder, and we are going to make a tool station. And then we're going to plop these suckers down. Like, we're going to put one right here. Actually, just for... no, there's moon. I don't think it's... yeah, you probably can't see anything. Let me just for you guys, I'm going to cheat in a night vision potion. Just so you can see what I'm doing, because it is a little bit dark right now, and I don't want to make a torch just yet. Actually, no, I could just... you know what? Fuck it, I'm just going to make a torch instead. Although, I wouldn't want to do this just yet, but I'm going to do it just for you guys. We can just hold it, actually. So that's fine. I'm just going to put it... The problem is, zombies will actively break torches, which is kind of the problem right here. This is a really bad spot to hide on. Oh, I don't like breaking this. Oh! Oh, this is such a bad spot to hide in. Right. So, with our amazing fortress set up here, what we want to do now is find our stencil table right here. We're going to make a pickaxe head, and we're going to make a tool binding, there it is, tool binding pattern. Then we're going to find our gravel, and we're going to turn it all into flint, all of it. Then we need our part builder, and we're gonna make a pickaxe head and a tool binding using a flint and a plank. Like, pickaxe in mind, we can actually expand. Oh my god, fucking finally, right? Right, so what we want to do now is we want to gather around 15 cobblestone. Let me just move this torch over here. There is that dynamic lights on, just FYI, so you can see with your torch if you move it around. That's perfectly doable. But we want to gather 15 cobblestone, so let's just gather 15 cobblestone. That shouldn't take too long. 14 and just one more. Bam, 15. And then we want to plop down our crafting table in here. I'm going to turn it to a crafting station. Put it right here. Then we want to make a furnace. Hello, zombie. And actually, I'm just going to put that right here. And we want to smelt up 3 of our stone with our 2 planks, like that. Ugh, I don't like this base. Like, then we're going to make 4 stone tool rods, and we're going to make ourselves a handsaw, like this, with one of our flint from earlier. There you go. So what this handsaw will do is, if you notice, like for example with the oak wood, you only get 2 logs each, and the raw wood you only get 2 logs each. If you use the stone saw instead, like if we do this, you'll get 4. This is how you'll be making all your wood from this point forward until you get better tools for it. Do note though that rubber wood will only give you 3 planks maximum, which is the reason that we used the rubber wood first to get it out of the way, and you are about to be an ass out there, aren't you? Right, so what we want to do now is we want to make a few more stencils. That makes 2 more stencils. No, 2 more stencils. And where's a stencil? Oh, I hate this base. Right, we're gonna make a shovel head and a... another advice, if you play this, don't hole up like this. This is a fucking shitty hole. Oh, our stone is done. Good. So with this stone, we're gonna make a pressure plate, and we are gonna make ourselves a juicer. What the juicer will do is pretty much what it says. You can make juice like this, and the juice will restore 1 point of hunger, or 2 points rather, and it will also restore 1 health, as in half a heart. So this is how you'll be eating from now on. You'll be making juice. If you have a snow biome nearby, which we do not, because what the fuck is going on there? That's kind of weird. What the fuck? Right. If you have a snow biome, what the hell is that? I don't remember making that marker, but whatever. That's a plague zombie. If you have a snow biome around, you can make a smoothie like this with a snowball, and it'll oh, no smoothie. It'll give you 1.5 points of hunger instead. And we wanna also, because my inventory is getting cluttered with bullshit, we wanna make ourselves a little chest like this. Because I can't see what the fuck I'm doing anymore. Let's just put it down next. Let me just put it right here. Right there. Just gonna put all of this away. So as you can see, we got a bunch of food, which is good because we're gonna need it. But yeah, so put all this away, and we can make a bed with this. But do note, making a bed in this, you can't actually sleep away in the night. It'll merely just set your spawn point. Just FYI. I do not. Where is? Oh, I don't like doing this. Where is my part builder? Right, the part builder. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna take these out of here. And we want to make a shovel head and a axe head, like this. Make out of flint. Oh god. We can use them from a distance. And then we want to make. We actually need them on a stick. Let's just make another stick, like that. Then we want to make ourselves a shovel, a flint shovel, wrong, like this. And we want to make ourselves a flint axe as well, or hatchet. There you go. Now, the hatchet is going to be a base of attacks for the time being. You can get better later on, but for now, this is what we'll be attacking with. In addition to that, I'm just going to smelt up our sand, because I got it, so I might as well just make use of it, you know. But yeah, so now we're actually pretty good to go. From this point forth, as you can see, we have food, we have parts. We look at all this food in here. We are pretty solid right now. You have all the food in the world to survive from this point forward. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna go mine a little bit and wait until it's daytime, and then once it's daytime, I'll be right back. Oh, that's a massive zombie. So I'll go mine a little bit, and when daytime hits, I'll get back to you, and then we'll continue this guide, because we can't really do anything right now apart from just go mining. So yeah, I'll see you once it's daytime again, so just give me a second. Well, it isn't exactly daytime yet, but I stumbled upon some coal. Now, a thing to note about coal is, when you mine it, let me just remove this torch and put it up here instead. Oh no, you can't see anything. Never mind, I'll put it back down here. Now, when you mine coal, if we do like this, you'll see that there comes a bit of dust out of it. That's coal dust. We're going to remove this torch. That's coal dust. If coal dust touches a torch, or just a light source, as in torch, flame, lava, it will explode. Now, there are some people that say you can mine coal. Well, coal dust, that is a lie. You can mine coal, let's see if I do like this. You can mine coal perfectly fine, even though there's coal dust already there. What you cannot do is place a torch down. If you place a torch down, it will explode. That's just something to keep in mind. You can walk in it with a lit torch like this. That's perfectly fine. Nothing will happen. But you cannot, and I repeat, you cannot put a torch in here unless you want everything to explode. So yeah, just a little FYI. I'll get back to mining now. Just give me a second.